We are in April still, Monday, April 12th. So excited to be here. Looking forward to connecting with each of you. I've been out in the sun. Good morning, or good afternoon. We're just kind of jumping over that cusp today. So great to see you all here. Good morning, welcome. So I don't have a specific theme for today, but I really kind of wanted to see what you as a group were providing. I was spending quite a bit of time out in the sun. The past few days have been a time of fasting, recalibration, activation, kind of being with my stuff, doing the self-care. And I'm going to be sending out an email to those of you who are on my email list about kind of some of the things that have been transpiring over the past few weeks. So if you're not part of the email and you like to, I send updates out, a few times a month. Just go into my bio, click that little link underneath my picture, and you can sign up there. I don't barrage you, I don't do anything with the info short of just sharing with the tribe, because this is how I see it as a tribe community. We come together heart to heart and we share, we grow, and we discover more of who we are. And I'm just here to facilitate and support that to whatever degree is needed and asked of me. So excited to see you all here. It's wonderful to see your bright shining lights here. Before we begin, let's first clear the space, set our intention, because we need to be clear. This is part of the boundary setting that I always talk about, being really clear about where our sacred yes and no is. But in order to get there, you have to kind of set up a perimeter and a touchstone within yourself and know who you are before you can start to do the sacred yes and no and start to filter out. So I'm going to use a feather here. You can use your fingers, whatever works for you. And I'm holding up my right hand here, and we're just going to use the infinity loop, the figure 8 on its side, to clear, bathe, bless, purify, harmonize, and divinitize the space I'm in, this technology I'm using, the platform, yeah, and all the spaces that you're in, the room you're in, the land you're on, your energy bodies, all the layers of you, clearing, bathing, blessing, purifying, harmonizing, divinitizing the highest light. Yeah, and do that for yourself too. And now we're going to bring in, put your hand on your heart, and bring in 4 columns of light. A lot of times I do pearlescent gold. We're going to do columns, and they almost have an opalescence to them. Or like there's rainbow in them, 4 corners of your room. If you feel another color, do what works for you. But drop them in to your space, each corner, and fill in. Same energy frequency, make walls, floor, and a ceiling. And I can already feel, yeah, y'all are bringing some things to put on the table today. So begin to identify those things as you're setting up your sacred space and put them in a gold bubble within you, and then start to move them out. Just kind of have them hover outside of you for a little bit as we get set up. And then we're just going to call in all dimensions of you, highest expression, into this now. So we can all be here at the round table, kind of on with the most of ourselves here and present. Feel your feet. Imagine your feet on the earth, in your favorite place on the earth. Yeah, we got a lot kind of shifting here. And you can choose to begin to grow roots of light, little ropes, cords, whatever resonates with you, out of your feet and tailbone. Now, inhale. Rub your hands, clap. Bring them to your heart. Feel your heart beat. And then draw your awareness into your heart. Turn your inner gaze down. And we're going to ask that the heart turn on and activate. We're going to listen with the heart. Releasing down through those channels, those roots that you just grew. Inhaling into your heart space, pulsing it, growing stronger and bigger, and lift your lower belly inwards and upwards. We're going to activate a little bit, so I want a little bit of heat to start to build here. Almost lift and close your pelvic floor for a moment as we pulse, swirl in the inner body, especially to the heart, and then exhale. Release out of your feet into the earth. That's just pulling up all the gunk, all the stuff, all the extra that you don't need. Releasing it. Inhale into your heart space here. And now we're going to use our breath and our intention to send our energy straight up to source. Highest place we can connect in. Inhale. Exhale straight up. Inhale, breathing that connection down into the center of your head, dropping it into your heart, pulsing it here. Exhale down all the way into the core of the earth. Inhaling this connection up and down. Softening your body now, releasing the holds. And using your intention and your breath to begin to expand your energy field out. Use your breath and your intention to begin to push, expand left to right, front to back, above and below, grow bigger. So we're doing this a little bit faster today. A lot of times in one-on-ones, this takes a whole session to get here. I'm just going. There's other healings, other group gatherings I've done that are on here that you can watch and listen, but we're just moving right into it today just to give you a feel of how quickly you can actually get into the groove and just see for yourself. But we're moving into this space, breathing your column of light and taking up more room here. Good. And so just notice what that does for you. No right or wrong answer here, but we're just starting out kind of really with a robust bang here. Okay. And now we're going to use the fieriness of our intention in our belly center to inhale, call in our highest self, more of our light into our body. Into this now. Exhale, send it down and out. Good. So, I don't know if any of you watched the previous gathering last week, but I mentioned that I had been in a process of being with a family member who was transitioning. And the importance of having the sacred boundaries, knowing your yes and no, knowing how to self-care came up so very clearly to me over those several weeks. And I just want to share a little bit with you about the importance of those boundaries and some of what I did to help navigate those times, because we all are going through some sort of ending. Even if it's just an ending of a smaller personal cycle, we're all going through that. And so I just want to empower you with tools to help navigate through those waters. But before we do so, let's pull a card and see what Spirit has to offer today here, okay? So do me a favor, bring your intention to your heart and just ask to see, know, and be shown what you need to hear today. Okay. And we've got 2. So I have Endless Opportunities and Harmonic Flight. So Endless Opportunities are here, and Harmonic Flight. Okay. So let me see here. Let's do Endless Opportunities 23. Okay. So Endless Opportunities is decision-making, choice, crossroads, unrealized opportunities, taking the path of least resistance, heart over mind, direction, focused energy, the high road or the low road. You have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusion. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. Okay, and Harmonic Flight. And so, of course, you know, some might resonate with a little bit more with you than others. Okay, Harmonic Flight. See the divine in the eyes of another. Relationships with deep bonds, karmic connection, clearing illusory projections, life-changing connection, transmuting dissonance, removing heart armor, being seen, and teamwork. Something about the removing the heart armor is speaking up here to me. Let's just see what unfolds here. So is there anything, I want to kind of open the fence. Hold on, I'm going to open the door real quick. Is there anything that you have been faced with in the past week, couple weeks, that is just seems to be a repeating theme that you would like to look at or put on the table today? And I'm going to encourage you, if you'd like, to type it in. And from that place, we're going to begin to set up this energetic circle here where you can have your table. Basically, we'll have a circle table, and you can put your stuff on it. The thing that I told you to put the gold bubble around, you're going to put it in the gold bubble and move it across to the table. Okay. And so I'm going to set that up, and if there's anything that you want to actually type out, feel free. Otherwise, I'm just going to ask you to use your intention to begin to move that bubble of stuff that you have been like challenged with, that have been wrestling with perhaps. Or maybe it's an area of growth where you feel stuck. You know there's more, but you're just not sure what's beyond the wall. And move it to that table. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Finding a deep belly breath in and out. Settling down and into this place. And the importance of being honest with ourselves. Where are our places where we need extra support? Where are the places within ourselves that get worn down a little more quickly? So many times we try to cope and deal and just try to soldier on. And the ask in life, those challenges, those difficulties are presenting as a way to help you realize more of who you are. And when we move into like armadillo mode, where we kind of put on our shielding and try to just force our way through, we lose the connection and the sensory experience of what is being offered to us. And the opportunities to grow, learn, heal, reconfigure. And so where in your life, besides the things that we're just putting on the table, where in your life have you armadilloed? Where have you put up your armoring? And I'm just going to offer you this space, the witnessing here, to see where that is in your body. Where does it light up? What place do you feel perhaps a little resistance or discomfort? And let's gently go there. And I see a lot of the root chakra kind of swirling right now. The root chakra is obviously the root at the bottom, right at your, close to your pelvic floor, tailbone area. The ask from life isn't for you to just deal with it. That's like so old school. That is so out of style now. The ask from life is for you to expand. What did you expand and grow into from that challenge? Nothing is meant to be a limiting or experience. Nothing in life is meant to create shutdown. The natural evolution, hold on one second, the natural evolution of creation is to constantly move, to change. Okay, so trusting myself, still working on developing this. Well, yeah. High five. Oh, can I just tell you, like, I was having that in the shower the other day, just talking about the level of trust. And, you know, we have these moments of epiphany no matter how far you are down the road, because basically what I've noticed is these layers of myself as I kind of expand out of one state and move into another, as I move through the layering, the armadillo armoring of myself, and I move into the next level of awareness. I have these epiphanies. You might have something like this for you. And I realized how little I played and how little I trusted myself. And so it was just kind of an eagle eye moment of, oh wow, I can see how little I trusted myself. And now the challenge is the ask is to then begin to expand into it. So when you have those moments of realizing you don't trust yourself, like on a core level, like in your body, in this observer state, perhaps, like you have, oh my gosh, I really deeply don't trust myself. The opportunity is to take that, kind of saturate yourself with that awareness, and then do something different with it. Is to take that realization and say, okay, let's create a new painting, let's create a new picture, let's build a new structure off of this. And the relationship with trust, man, that is like one of the huge things of the human experience, along with fear. You know, fear is the ultimate kind of the baseline of this all. The trust is when we've lost our sense of connection with who we truly are, of our connection with Source and the light that we are. And we go through a series of painful experiences, woundings, dramas, memories, etc., that haunt us. And they haunt us until they don't. They haunt us until we decide that they are the stepping stones for us to come into our power. So begin to, I would say, with some of that trust, the things that might haunt you around trust within yourself. begin to shine a light on those the scary things, and or the darker things, or and look at them as stepping stones. Just shift them around from being the things that run your system to being stepping stones for you to grow. They are the stairs for you to ascend into your next experience of reality. They don't walk on you like a doormat. You step on them and move up, ascend to where you want to be. And trust is, if that is part of your lesson in this life, it's know that it is not a weakness. It's simply the chosen path for you to awaken within yourself. It is the molding clay, the clay that you use to create your masterpiece. And it's simply something that you use to compare life with. So when the lack of trust within you comes up again, oh, say hello. Nice to see you. I think y'all might have heard me talk about having tea, sitting down with those feelings and just seeing what they have to say. Look, I'm putting all this out here. Take what resonates with you, release the rest. And so now let's go. I see that shielding. And so let's go underneath, and I'm just going to invite you to go underneath, behind whatever is feeling the need to be protected. Taking a deep breath in. And just riding, you see kind of I'm moving back and forth, so we're just riding kind of this wave here. You can almost let my words just go into the background as you feel. And you breathe, you're being up and down. And so I just see your light family coming in to surround you. They're coming in left and then to the right of the circle. And bringing each of you a gift. Again, this is in the 0 point field, so whoever joins in this at this present moment or a future moment, the gifts are here, given in this eternal now. And for some of you, it's like a deep rest and respite from the stressors, the overwhelm of life. And I see like a white light coming in from behind and down, like above your head, kind of towards the back of your head and down. And again, let's offer another layer of deep release into the center of the circle. This is our release time, our observation time. Yep. So much is shifting and changing in this world very quickly. Time is just going by. The sequence of events, the number of events that occur in any given breath seems to be exponentially multiplied. And so our need to really stay on, be conscientious and mindful of how often we're checking in and releasing, because sometimes the build up, because you're so busy doing the soul work, sometimes the buildup of like the accumulation just happens very quickly, and then we kind of feel funky. So a lot of like lower belly and root chakra release today. You know, it's interesting. Don't see as much of the root chakra happen, but today it's a really potent one. And so let's work with Mother Earth as well. Just ask her to support any updates, any changes, and ask that your systems be reconfigured from like an earth standpoint, a human standpoint, to receive and hold whatever needs to come in. And let's honor those pieces of you that don't feel quite as strong, that feel a little raw or exposed or open, vulnerable. And that could be the places where we feel the most defensive, irritable, weak, obviously, challenged, places you don't want to go, like in your mind. And we're just going to do it. We're going to go there today. There's a lot of dimension coming in. And it's a lot of kind of lighter pastel, almost crystalline feeling. But I tell you, it's getting straight to the point. And then we have the earth energy coming in. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what I see, but you feel what you feel. And like, I almost want you to feel your heartbeat beating in your feet. Like they're so connected. There's almost like a line from your heart straight onto your feet, and you just beat in unison. And then that same kind of connector extends out from your feet, that goes from your heart to your feet, is going to continue on from your feet down into the earth. And you're going to beat like in 3 with the core of the earth, your feet and your heart just beating all together, pulsing. As you kind of realign and find your navigational yes in this now moment, and that's for your energetic meridian systems, your nervous system, along with like your like the center of your head, let's say the pineal, pituitary, hypothalamus, the third eye center. And then getting right with yourself, coming up to the crown, up to your 7th or 8th and 9th. Know thyself, know thyself, know thyself. And I'm just going to ask that each of you give yourself a little bit more permission. 5, 20, 30, 40, 50% more permission to be like kind of getting off your own back and just be in your process. Nothing to fix or correct, just your process, the way you are evolving, the path that you're on is unfolding in the highest divine order. Just consider that, feel that, and open up the permission. And you're doing a hell of a job showing up. Because it gets messy. All right, and so I see some of you kind of taking some packets of information up out of your body to spirit. Okay. And then sending kind of a Morse code down into your body. And this is all happening while I asked you to go underneath that layer, the places that feel vulnerable. This is all part of the release. And if you feel kind of, I'm going to ask you now, that layer you went underneath, the armor you went underneath, and what did you notice? Was there a sensation, color, texture? Can you go behind that or underneath it? So it's dropping down deeper into your healing and what your system is ready to release or kind of transmute. Good. And so now at the center of the circle, there's a lot happening. So just ride with me here. If you need to, just drop back down and into the center of your head. Be in that no mind space. But the center of the circle is now lighting up. And actually, a beam of light is going up. So all the stuff that you've put in the center of the table is now being witnessed by spirit. Yeah. Okay. And you're doing some work in the earth as well. Okay. Let me see these cards. Okay, and so now that we've gone through the depths, what do you want to now create? Where do you want to take flight? And if there's truly endless opportunities, if you ascribe to that, or even just play with it for a moment, there are endless opportunities in life. Which ones do you connect with? What opportunity do you want to see come to fruition in your life? So perhaps it could be that deep, knowing, embodied trust of yourself, where the questioning, the lack of stability or feeling grounded, safe, and secure just kind of dissipates, and this beam of just knowing who you are, like a steel rod of just a glowing ember of truth, deep trust, like bam, I'm here. Maybe it's something with relationships externally. Health, financial flow, financial relationships as well. What's the area that you really want to set course on, that you want to move into and expand? There you go. And so now begin to feel that. Now that you have it, imagine it. Use the power of your imagination. Partner with your mind in your creative center in your second chakra. As you bring it up, breathe that experience in, whether it's feeling the trust, feeling your power, feeling the relationship, the money, the health, the freedom, the strength, whatever that is for you. Feel it. Taste it, touch it, like have it be the fabric of your reality. Paint your walls around you with that reality. Soak it up into your bones. Like this is the only reality coming in for you right now. Only thing. And little secret here, I mentioned this before, but if it's in your heart, it's there for a reason. If it's in your heart, like a desire of your heart, That is your soul talking straight to you, saying, do this stuff, make this happen, figure it out. This is your guiding map here. And so let that reality begin to give it a shimmer, sparkle, a gold, like let it saturate you. Believe in your infinite power. Your mastery and creativity. That you are so much more than the limitations of this particular reality. But our work here is to accept, be in this reality, but bring in all the other stuff to call it in, to clean up, clear up what blocks us, what's created the forgetting, and then to bring in the remembrance. That's the work. And all the other material things, and even the relationships, start to reflect that after you do the work. The internal work with your spirit, with yourself. Okay. So each of you is kind of holding hands to hands with a member of your I Am presence, your light team. Holding hands, looking in their eyes and receiving. It's forming that figure eight. It's just a flow of information back and forth between the two of you, helping to support you in remembering. Okay. Receive these gifts. Knowing that it is done, that the releases that needed to happen today are done. They're given to Spirit. You can choose to recreate them or pick them back up, but the energetic signature has been transmuted, and now it's up to you to begin to fill in. So this last bit of the practice, bringing in and feeling that reality that you want to create. This is what you practice on a daily. And I also encourage you, this is an important part as well, to do little things that support the manifestation of that reality in your life. So it's as simple as purchasing an item that represents that state of being, or engaging in certain activities that reinforce, that affirm, taking a little bit of a leap of faith, a risk, and taking the action a little bit before the reality has come in. It's kind of like saying I love you to someone first. If you love them, it doesn't matter if they love you back or not, but you put it out there. Same thing with life. If you know it in your heart as this is a piece of your reality that you desire, that your heart, your soul self wants to live, then you just put yourself out there for it. Make yourself available for it. And that's where the work is. The cat agrees. She's here. All right, I'm going to begin to step back here. So, and in closing, where in life are there endless opportunities waiting for you, asking for you to take flight, harmonic flight? When you know yourself, when you know your boundaries and your sacred yeses and nos, when you do the self-care and then you take the leaps of faith, when you anchor in your being, like the light of your being through your body, you do the work, then reality, life responds and comes in to support you. Life is always supporting you, but you can see and feel it and absorb it more easily. Okay, so as I step back here, anyone have any questions, anything they want to share? I'm just going to be kind of closing down this circle, thanking Spirit, thanking all your teams of light. Okay. So be it. Just sending all of your energy back to you, receiving mine back to me, doing those neutral separations here, cleared, bathed, blessed, purified, harmonized, and divinitized. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Clearing the space. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just know we have our Saturday group healings. I'll be running them for the next few weeks, and then Mel will be back starting in May. So excited for our group healings to start picking back up with the addition of Melanie. But I am definitely here to support along the way over the next few weeks. Also, I have an exciting addition to my offerings, y'all. This has come up several times. It's for, basically, it's one-on-one sessions for young light workers. So the line is about 12 to 25 years old. So anyone has a family member, a child that is gifted in some way, that kind of has those senses, that might be struggling or feel challenged with. A lot of the clients that I've been seeing have been challenged with anxiety, depression, not quite fitting in, not knowing what to do with the information they're receiving. And these sessions are like the adult one-on-ones, but they're designed to be relatable, accessible for the younger generation, let's say, and to really support them in blossoming open and expanding their light into the world. This has been kind of an ask from Spirit, and so I'm here. I hear the call, and I'm happy to support. That offering will be up on my webpage very soon, and the pricing is adjusted so it can be sustainable and attainable for households, because I know it can be a lot of investment, in this healing. So I really would like for it to be accessible for the younger groups. So if you know anyone or anyone in your family that would resonate, please check this out. I will, of course, be mentioning it more, and it will be in my bio coming up soon. But with all that said, thank you so much for being here today. And let me know if you have any questions. Send me a direct message. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your week and be well.